There are times that they tell you forgive but don't forget. And for me, that's what I'm gradually beginning to believe in. In the past, I used to believe in forgive and forget. But gradually, as I grow older, I am having a little bit of reservations. The reason why I'm having a little bit of reservations is that arguments among human beings is normal. But certain words thrown out during an argument, for me, it's the problem. Yes. And that is the reason why I will tell you I can easily forgive, but I won't forget. Because there are words that when they are taken out of the mouth, they cannot be taken back. Even if you claim you have taken it back with apologies and all of that, it still lingers somewhere. Some people might tell you that when someone says something to you at their angry state, you shouldn't take it serious. Do you belong to that school of thought? I used to think that way too. All these things I'm telling you, that these were things I used to think or I used to embrace, but right now I don't any longer. Probably with age, I'm getting wiser. They said with age, wisdom comes. Why, and I just see it as, is that what you've been saying about me all along? For instance, I'm having an argument with anybody, could be a friend, a neighbor, a colleague, and the person tells me, you're a fool. It might be out of anger and all of that, rage and all that. But in my head, it sticks. Even after a reconciliation, I just feel like, okay, I need to watch it. Is it a good or a bad thing? Please tell me. I need to watch it with this person. And that is why trust is something that when it's broken, you can't get it back again. And as I said earlier, I believe in forgive but don't forget, because I feel that forgetting is what makes us get hurt over and over and over again. For me, forgiving is human, right? But not forgetting is also human. Please drop it in the comment section if you agree with me or not. And if you're seeing this face for the first time, my name is Asma'u Zakari. And please do well to subscribe to my YouTube channel, like my video. This is the growing channel. I've stimulate the algorithm for me so that I can grow bigger than this. I've never been monetized yet, though. I've never reached 1,000 subscribers, but that's by the way. And forgetting, is it a wise thing to do? Because for me, I feel that when you believe in the concept of forgive and forget, you are being an enabler to people around you that have bad behavior. Why? They feel that it's so personal. They will always forgive and forget. So I will always have room to repeat it. And let me tell you something. People that behave in a very negative light, they know that their behavior is unacceptable, but few are accountable for that bad behavior and try to make changes, while most run away from accountability. I used to be one of them, but as I said earlier, as I grow older, I'm gradually becoming accountable. You could see your mistakes clearly when you grow older, but when you're still in denial, then probably you have never made an effort to grow out of certain bad behavior. But if you make an effort to grow out of certain bad behavior as you grow older, trust me, or when you meet people that are sensible, not unsensible people, because your crowd also determines your growth. That's the way I see it. Like, let me give you an example of myself. Like, I grew up in Jos. I was born and brought up in Jos, so I'm a bona fide Jos girl. And growing up with my peers, with my friends, at some point I got to a certain point in my life where I refused to grow. It's like I was stuck at a particular age. I was 22, but I was stuck at 15 years. Like, there were certain things that I was doing that, looking back, I don't think I should have done those things at the age, even though, yeah, I don't give excuses for you were still young. But for me, I just felt like I felt comfortable doing those things because of the crowd I was rolling with and the fact that I was with my childhood friends. So I was thinking as a child. But the moment I left that environment and moved to another environment, almost my brain just transformed. It just changed. It's almost like that growth that I was refusing to embrace suddenly came. Do you get? And I now picked up a different goal in life, a different perspective. That is, if at all I even had any goals those days. I didn't have any goals. Yes, but when I changed environment, eventually I now started having goals, which at that time probably I didn't know they were goals, but I started seeing myself like I had a mission, I had a vision, I had something I could work towards. Do you get? So for me, I feel your crowd also enables your behavior, either negative or positive, and that's why there's always this advice that you shouldn't move with the wrong crowd, because if you're not able to influence them, fear the fact that they might be able to influence you. So talking about forgiving and forgetting, that forgiving part I accept, but that forgetting part I do not accept, because there are certain truths that are being told to your face in the name of anger, in the name of quarrel. Probably on a norm, someone cannot come out and tell you that they are doing this to you, but they can say it to you conveniently with so much confidence when they are angry. So do you take those words as angry words and you shouldn't take them seriously, you should just forget about them? Or do you take them as a basis of moving on from that quarrel, like reconciling, moving on with the relationship, most likely, if you want the relationship to remain? But definitely those things that the person vented during anger, is it advisable for you to forget them and pretend they never happened because they were just quarrel languages, as some people call it? Or look at it as a basis of what the person has in their hearts? You know, they said so much of what the heart carries, the mouth speaketh, right? Some people will say that they are their real self when they are angry, just like some people will still tell you that they are their real self when they are intoxicated, maybe by alcohol or something. Are people their real self when they are angry? Therefore, should you always forgive and forget and forget and move on like nothing ever happened? Don't you think that is a recipe for disaster? And don't you think you're giving more room to get hurt over and over again? Drop it in the comment section. Thank you so much, and hope to see you in another video. Thank you. Bye.